In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on August 3rd, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Red Sox versus Houston Astros. On Wednesday afternoon, the Boston Red Sox and Houston Astros do battle in the final game of their 3-game set at Minute Maid Park. The Red Sox will start rookie right-hander Cutter Crawford while the Astros counter with Jose Urquidy making his 20th start. Boston is 5-13 in their last 18 games overall and 2-6 in their last 8 road games, while the under is 4-1 in their last 5 games against the American League West. Houston is 56-26 in their last 82 games overall and 40-19 in their last 59 home games, while the under is 5-1 in their last 7 games against the American League East. Jose Urquidy will get the call for the Astros in Game 3 of this series with the Red Sox. He gave up 2 runs over 6 2/3 innings on Thursday in a no decision against the Mariners. Urquidy allowed just 6 base runners and limited Seattle's lineup to just a pair of runs in the 3rd inning. The strong right-hander has allowed 3 earned runs or fewer, while also completing 6 innings. In 8 consecutive starts since June 14th, he will bring a respectable 3.86 ERI, 1.21 WHIP, an 80-24 Kelvin BB ratio into this matchup with a Red Sox team that has lost 13 of their last 18 games overall. After a red-hot start to the year, the Sox have really hit a roadblock at an inopportune time. Further, Houston has been excellent at Minute Maid Park, winning 15 of their last 20 home games. I get the case to be made for either side here, but as bad as Houston's been in the first couple of games in this series, I believe that the buck has to stop somewhere. Boston's likely to run a bullpen game here, and with how some of their bullpen arms have looked this season, that's not necessarily an ideal situation to be in. Houston's much better than what we've seen in a couple of games in this series, and I believe that they come to play on Wednesday and salvage something here. So the Houston Astros to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Boston is going through issues from the mound as we head into the bulk of the second half. They hold the 6th highest staff ERI and give up an underwhelming 4.71 runs per contest. Rafael Devers and Trevor Story remain out for the foreseeable future, and they continue to be without Rich Hill, Chris Sale, and Michael Wacha. They serve up a lot of runs, and that won't change in this one with the rookie Crawford on the mound. Houston is one of the stronger offensive units in the game and should be able to put a big number on the youngster. Expect most of the runs in this one to come from Houston, considering Urquidy has been lights out as of late. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Kansas City Royals versus Chicago White Sox. The Chicago White Sox play host to the Kansas City Royals on Wednesday afternoon in the finale of the midweek series between the American League Central foes from Guaranteed Rate Field. The two have split the first 2 games of the series, with the Royals springing the upset in the opener and Chicago bouncing back nicely on Tuesday night. Considering the gap in the standings between these two, it would be interesting to see the Royals spring the upset in the series. Though they won't back down in this one, Lance Lynn has been struggling this season while Brady Singer has been doing well. But the offenses are where things begin to falter. Kansas City traded away 3 of their top hitters in their lineup while Chicago stood pat. The offenses as of late have shown a bit of a difference as the Royals are averaging 3.78 runs per game in their last 27 games, while the White Sox are scoring 4.46 runs per game in their previous 26 games. The Royals were able to spring the upset in the series opener, but with everything on the line for the White Sox coming down the stretch, they have too much experience and talent to drop the series finale. The Chicago White Sox are the better team in this matchup and should be able to showcase it here. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. Looking at these pitchers since the All-Star break, they have done very well at limiting damage as Singer has a 0.69 ERI in 2 starts while Lynn has a 3.09 ERI in his 2 starts. Neither offense has been scoring a lot as of late as the Royals are averaging 3.25 runs per game in their previous 12 games while the White Sox are scoring 3.45 runs per game in their last 11 games played. The under is 22-7-1 in their previous 30 games against one another. For the Royals, their ability to score runs is in serious question, as between the injuries that they've been dealing dealing with and the trades over the last week. One of baseball's worst defenses has only gotten worse. They'll at least have Singer on the mound in this one, and he's been one of the lone bright spots for the Royals this season. Adding in Chicago's own struggles in finding runs, it should make for a low-scoring game on Wednesday afternoon. Additionally, for the Royals, the under is 4-0 in Singer's last 4 starts overall, and for the White Sox, the under is 3-0-1 in their last 4 games against a left-handed starter. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Washington Nationals. The New York Mets take on the Washington Nationals on Wednesday afternoon in the finale of a 3-game set in the nation's capital. The Mets have thrown the kitchen sink at Washington, with Max Scherzer taking the ball in the opener and Jacob deGrom making his eagerly anticipated season debut Tuesday night. New York sits 3.5 games up on Atlanta in the National League East, while the Nationals occupy the division cellar, 31 games adrift. Chris Bassett gets the ball for the Mets, while Anibal Sanchez will be on the bump for the home side. The Mets are 22-7 in their last 29 during Game 3 of a series and 6-14 in their last 20 Wednesday games. The Nationals are 22-59 in their last 81 home games and 17-38 in their last 55 overall. The over is 5-2 in Mets' last 7 overall. The over is 5-2 in Nationals' last 7 home games. The Mets are 6-2 in the last 8 meetings in Washington and 17-5 in the last 22 meetings. These teams are ships passing in the night as the Mets continue their upward trajectory, inching ever closer to October baseball, while the Nationals prepare for a long rebuild. Look for a bounce-back effort from Bassett against a now decimated Nationals lineup that is void of any real threat. The Mets' high-octane offense will be all over the struggling Sanchez and build out a nice cushion early. New York is averaging better than 6 runs per game over their last 7 while going 6-1 against the run line. The Nationals are floundering at just 1-4 against the run line in their last 5. Chris Bassett continues to deal, and that includes 9 runs allowed in his last 25.1 innings. Anibal Sanchez has pitched just 15.2 innings this season, and he's allowed 16 hits and 13 runs while walking 6. Current Mets are hitting .269 with a .332 OBP and 5 homers against Sanchez in 105 at-bats. The New York Mets will be eager for a bounce back after laying an egg in deGrom's debut. This one is a no-brainer, so the New York Mets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. New York has been red hot of late, resulting in the over-cashing in 5 of its last 7 games. The Mets should have no problem lighting up Sanchez, who has posted a 7.47 ERI in his 3 starts this season. Washington still has several capable bats in its lineup as well. The Nationals are facing Bassett, who has certainly shown some weaknesses of late. The over has cashed in 4 of the last 6 meetings between these teams. The Mets rank 4th in runs scored, averaging better than 4.75 runs per game. They dropped a 7 spot on the Nationals in the series opener and are averaging more than 6 runs per game over the past week. The over is 5-2 during that stretch. Look for that trend to continue against a Nationals pitching staff that ranks dead last, allowing 5.6 runs per game. Bassett shouldn't have many issues with this depleted Washington lineup, but has looked vulnerable over the last 3 months, allowing 4 runs or more in 5 of his last 12 starts. New York can carry this number alone, but look for the Nationals to chip in a few runs too. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.